A well-polished group of players as they... Let's see the stat sheet here for Chris Middleton.
And it seems like they've lost a little bit of confidence in him this past month. They're calling fewer plays for him, letting other guys take on more of the scoring load, and you can see it in his usage percentage.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Chris Middleton. Bridges out there with Devontae Graham. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 spot. And for Charlotte, Derek White is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. And the Bobcats with possession here. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Here's Booker. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. Now the regular season coming to a close, Greg. Some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and lottery teams sometimes ready to hang it up and call it quits. It's kind of an interesting dynamic.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games matter. And then with the younger teams, young players are trying to secure their future moving forward, and teams, they're doing a great job of evaluating and determining whether or not they want some of those guys on the roster the following year.
Very interesting. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach James Borrego. David, what do you have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that doing a good job defending the perimeter would get everything else going. He said, if we can get them off their spots and make them do things they're not used to, we'll have a very good chance. We'll see if they can execute that strategy, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now, here's Washington. He just could not put it together in that loss to Atlanta. 4 on the clock. Here's White. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Middleton kicks to Graham. It's blocked.
Oh, great instincts there from Washington, reading the situation and rising up to spike it.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's White. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Gallinari surveying the D. Will it go? No good from Booker.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Adebayo. And stolen by Booker. Gallinari against Middleton. And Gallinari kicks to Cousins. Pass to Booker. Charlotte moving the ball around. Gallinari dishes to Booker. Here's White. Cousins trying to free himself up. Again, the miss by the Bobcats. Denver leading by 6. Now the pass to Bridges. And it's in there. Bridges has got his second bucket tonight.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bobcats. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, I flat out, I thought they looked overmatched. I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
Bobcats shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And there's the feed to Middleton. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Cousins. It's good.
The big body of Cousins, a menace on the offensive glass who fights to keep plays alive.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Graham surveying the floor. And no good. And so White will bring it up for Charlotte. It's a 5-point game. The 15-footer. And he overshot that one, missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that does it for the first quarter. Denver on top. They're up by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
P.J. Washington is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's White. And it's Gallinari in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Now here's White. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Middleton drives in. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Booker.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Count it. Good.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Here's Booker. 7 points in the game. Gallinari passes to White. He dishes it to Booker. Lets it fly. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Booker's got 9 points.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Now here's Graham. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. He didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Pass to Graham. Over White. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He has 5. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's White. The Nuggets getting the bucket.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Vanderbilt. And a miss there on the triple. Charlotte trailer. Fast break now for Charlotte. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And the dunk by Booker.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins. Skilled at spotting the open man.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Graham kicks to Bridges. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Denver shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Bridges. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. White drives in, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. to the paint. It's stolen by Adebayo. Deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points and 1. And that wraps up the
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Adebayo. Devontae Graham is out there with Bridges. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 spot. For Denver, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And that one falls for Bridges. Both free throws good from Bridges. And here are the Bobcats now, trailing by 2. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Cousins with the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Graham, the pass to Vanderbilt. Wants to get it off to Graham and does. And it's sent back by White. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. Booker trying to free himself up, and Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got the lead up to 2 now for Charlotte. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Loads it up for Adebayo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Washington, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
But like most, Washington is at his best when he's attacking. And at defenders, I mean, that attitude draws fouls.
And he makes both free throws. Now Graham. He has 5. Pass to Vanderbilt. Booker against Bridges. Passes to Middleton. Shoots. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Cousins.
And the defensive Cousins making his presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
Middleton outside. Kicks it to Bridges. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Booker left side.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Middleton on the wing, takes the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And this is what Middleton does, hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
And the pass to White. Charlotte moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gallinari. That's tipped. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Kicks it down to Middleton. For the lead, it's rebounded by Charlotte. Washington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, White. Looking to get it going. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And both free throws good for White. Middleton right side. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 3 quarters of play in a. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Stops and run. Stops.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Booker. Gallinari is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's White in at the point. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
White the pass to Booker. And Adebayo sends it back. Feeds it to Graham. Middleton trying to break free. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Nuggets shooting 43% for the game. Got a hand on it. Washington kicks to White. Out left to the wing. Cousins finds Washington. And the shot is good.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now. And that's easier said than done.
It's Adebayo, top of the key. In the corner, it's Bridges. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Booker against Bridges. Booker the pass to Cousins. It's deflected. White against Graham. And Graham throws it down hard.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. White against Graham. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Middleton right side. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
And the Bobcats call time here. They're down by 6. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. White looking around. Pass to Cousins. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Middleton on the wing. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Bobcats. 6-point game. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
You have to commend the attitude of Cousins, demanding the ball so he can deliver the big basket.
Here's Graham, and finished off by Graham.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
To the middle, here's Cousins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, what makes Cousins successful? You have to be willing to challenge people night in and night out at both ends on the floor.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Three from the inbound. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And here is Morris. So the Nuggets win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.